What's up guys, it's Mike again. Welcome back to another tech review where I find awesome things to simplify your life. And today we have the Samsung Galaxy Buds right here. It actually arrived. I'm super excited to unbox it and go through all the features with you guys today. And of course I'm making a more detailed review by comparing the Jabra 65t's and the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless so that you can figure out which one is actually the best for you and if you should get the Galaxy Buds for yourself. And by the way, we're actually gonna give out the Samsung Galaxy Buds or the Jabra 65t's in the comparison review because we're celebrating my channel crossing over 15,000 and it's my birthday next month. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this unboxing.
A few moments later.
So the pairing process isn't as smooth as I liked. Hey guys, so I actually had a lot of trouble connecting it when I was unboxing the thing, so I had a few more days to test this, so don't worry, I know what I'm talking about, and here we go. The first thing when you open the box is that you'll notice that this case is tiny. And I mean, it's like the smallest true wireless earbuds case that I've ever seen, and it's quite impressive because it does have all the premium features that you would want. It has magnetic closures, it has magnetic securitization for your earbuds so they don't fall out, and you know what, it has wireless charging as well. The earbuds themselves hold 6 hours of charge, and when you put it back in the case to charge, it'll give you another 7 hours. In my experience of using true wireless earbuds, I only use them for like 2 or 3 hours at a time, so I'm gonna have to say that the 13 hours in here is more than enough because when you put them back in the case, they're gonna charge and you just never run out of battery. And if you do run out of batteries, they do have the USB Type-C and the wireless charging as well, so it's very easy to charge. If you have the new Samsung phones, you can actually use the Power Share feature where it charges wirelessly from your phone to your earbuds, but I only have the Note 8, so it's too bad. But I mean, in my experience, I don't actually wireless charge this a lot. I actually just plug it in because wireless chargers aren't available like everywhere. It's not that convenient to bring around. But however, if you do want to be future-proofed, this is it, because I do believe that everything, and I mean everything, is going to be wireless charged in the future. You're going to have a big mat on your desk and it will charge your camera, your laptop, your speakers, keyboard, and mouse, phone, and wireless earbuds. So in the end, with the build quality, you don't have to worry about it being obsolete. And although everything's made of plastic here and it's pretty light, it doesn't feel cheap at all. The case is made of a hard plastic, it's prone to scratches, but I mean, I do have my Jabras over here which I use for 10 months now, and it uses the same kind of plastic and it has a very nice matte finish, so I don't think you have to worry about that here. And the case is also really slim, so it's gonna fit awesome in your pocket. And in terms of the earbuds themselves, when you take them out, they are tiny. And this is really good because I know that there are a lot of people with smaller ears and the other true wireless earbuds just don't fit them. I think this will actually fit you. Anyways, if you have larger ears like mine, it will fit as well. So it uses this plastic fin over here. It's very soft and very flexible. So when you put it in your ear, it sits on the bottom part right here, and it uses that soft flexible fin thing to secure it on the inner part of the ridge right here. So even after an hour or two of wearing these while watching Netflix, I didn't experience a lot of ear fatigue at all. And then of course, if you're gonna be using this for sports or walking out, I think it's very secure as well. And as always, here's a shake test. So shaking it pretty hard, up and down, sideways, all around, it's good. So, oh man, I'm kind of dizzy. So it's gonna be quite secure for that, even if you run and stuff. And I'm gonna actually try to force it out. I do have a lot of confidence that it's not gonna fall out, so here it goes. Okay, so as I said, it's quite secure. I tried really hard there, and most of my other earbuds do fall out, but this didn't. So for working out and stuff, I think you're gonna be okay. But if you're working out in the rain, I would be careful of this because this is only rated at IPX2, which means that it's sweat and water resistant up to like drops of sweat and drops of water, but anything more than that could damage the earbuds. And the other thing to note here is that it does have the ambient sound mode, but in my use, when I was just walking, I could hear a lot of wind sound. So if you're biking or anything, or running even, you're gonna have a lot of wind sound, so just be aware of that. And of course, we're gonna talk more about that feature when we get into the app. Lastly, you might wonder how these look on you, and I can say that they're actually the smallest earbuds that I've ever tried, so they're not gonna stick out of your head at all. And this is what it looks like when I turn my head around like this, and yeah, comment below and let me know how it looks. This also comes in white and yellow as well, but I think black is the most stylish color here. And next up, we're gonna talk about the sound quality of these. So the sound on this is warm and it has a punchy bass. Other than that, what I noticed with the highs and the mids is that it's kind of flat as well when you compare it to other earbuds. And with that being said, you're not gonna expect the most HD sound out of these. For the size that it is, it's actually very small, and because of that, the volume isn't that loud either. Normally, I would listen to my music at 60 to 70%, but with these, I have to crank them up to 80 to 90%. But again, for the price that you're paying for, this is actually quite good. So if you're a casual user who just wants to use this to hear and listen to music or podcasts, this is gonna be more than enough for that. And you know what? If you're not an audiophile and this is your first pair of true wireless earbuds, I think you're gonna be more than happy with the sound. Just make sure you don't try these on, because you know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy here. But anyways, for the size and the price that you're paying for, the sound quality is spot on in my opinion. Anyways, if you do want to configure the sounds and features more, there is the Galaxy Wearables app on Android for this. But if you're an Apple kind of person with an iPhone or iPad, you're out of luck. And I'm going to talk more about that later on. So firstly, with the equalizer, I don't find it actually that useful at all. And I say that because the dynamic preset is actually the best one. Because if you go anywhere on the soft or the bass boost, you're going to get a bass that's really muddy and it clouds your music and it's not good at all. And if you go to clear or treble boost, you completely lose your bass and it's not that great of an experience. The dynamic setting is the best. I leave it on there all the time, and they should have just had one setting. And before I forget, the equalizers that you set in your phone does not actually stay on your earbuds. So when you connect to another device, it goes to its default sound setting, which isn't that good in my opinion. And the other thing is that with the touch controls with both of the earbuds, one tap is for pause and play, 2 taps is to skip to next track, and triple tap is to go to your previous track. And then when you finally touch and hold them, that's where you can customize the touch commands on each one individually. So you can set it to voice command, you can set it to quick ambient mode, and then you can set it to volume down on the left earbud and volume up on the right earbud. My user experience was actually pretty good with the touch controls. They register my taps pretty accurately, so there's no unnecessary tapping. But I do have to note that when you're customizing the touch and hold thing, I do have to say that I felt like I gave out my volume up and volume down because I do use the quick ambient mode a lot. So I usually set that on my right earbud and voice command on my left earbud. So in the end, I just use the volume rocker on my phone instead. It's not that big of a deal, but it's something important to note. And the next thing you have over here is actually the ambient sound mode. What this does is that it uses the mic on the inside to replicate what's outside so that you're aware of your surroundings. And this is useful if you're out and about, working out, running the streets so you don't get hit by a car, and if you're walking home at night, you can see if someone's like following you or something. And what you can do in the app here is to turn it on completely, because with the quick ambient sound mode, it only works if you tap and hold and leave your hand there, because when you take it off, it cancels out. So you do have to go in the app and activate this manually, and I really found that to be not that useful, and I couldn't activate this as frequent as I wanted to. So the ambient sound is only useful when someone's talking to you, and then you kind of have to do this and talk back to them, but you do have to wait 2 seconds for this to activate. So it's not as useful as the Jabras, Sennheisers, or the B&Os. I do have to mention that when this is on, the sound is pretty good. It's comparable to what the Jabra 65s can do. This does amplify your sounds, and you do get some of that signal or hissing or white noise sound, but it's really not bad enough for me to complain about it. Anyways, it does have this voice focus feature where it focuses more on people's voice. It does help, but it's not like you're wearing hearing aids or anything. It's not going to improve it that much. It only improves it a little, so it does feel a little gimmicky to me, but you know what? The option is there if you want to try it out. And the last thing to mention, the Find My Earbuds, it's pretty cool. When you press start, it actually plays a sound on your right or left earbud, depending on what you choose. But the thing here is that if your earbuds are not connected to your phone, and say that they're outside in your car, it's not gonna be able to search that for you. It only searches if it's connected and close by. In my experience of using all these wireless earbuds, I've never lost or misplaced a single one of these. I don't really know how you can do that. Maybe if you're wearing it while you're sleeping and it falls behind a couch kind of thing, maybe that's useful. But I mean, if you lose it on the street, that's another story. I don't think it'll help you that much. Anyways, in the end, the app has a lot of neat features here and there, and it's really cool, but not necessarily useful. But if you're an iPhone user, you won't have access to the app at all, so you won't be able to customize the sound on the equalizer. You won't be able to customize the touchpad. The default is voice command, and you won't be able to find your earbuds if you do lose them. And while we're talking about that, this does not use active noise cancellation, it just uses passive noise isolation, which just means you have a tight seal around your ear, and you can see what that sounds like when you're doing this. And with that being said, it blocks off your external ambient sounds, but you can still hear the car sounds, people talking. But when you increase the volume on this a bit, and that's why I had to increase it to like 80 or 90%, those sounds will naturally disappear. So it's not that big of a deal anyways, but since it is plugged into your ears when you walk around, and it's all hinged around the bottom part of your ear, it does have a lot of that body movement sound. And if you want to see what that sounds like, plug your ears and walk around. So when I was running with these, I can hear each step kind of thing, like anga, anga, anga. You will hear a lot of that. It doesn't really bother me, but it will bother some people who are sensitive to that. And next we're going to talk about the connection quality. And this is where I have the biggest gripe with these earbuds. It's great when you open the case, it connects to your phone right away, but make sure you have the latest SmartThings app and the Galaxy Wearables app, so that when you press connect, it will actually connect and not just like wait for nothing to happen kind of thing. And also, although this uses Bluetooth 5.0, this does not connect to multiple devices. And the weird thing here is that when I connect it to my phone, it works perfectly, and then when I connect it to my laptop or my tablet, it works as well. And I gotta say, it connects very quickly when you do it in the Bluetooth settings. You don't have to disconnect one after the other. You can just press connect and it will connect. But when I connect it back to my phone, it does this weird thing where it's actually connected to my phone, but it's not playing the media audio out of it. So I can't hear any songs or anything out of my phone. And when that happens, it does this weird stuttering lag thing with my music where it keeps playing and pausing, playing and pausing. And the same thing goes with the video as well. And I gotta mention that it's not only with my Apple devices that I connect to, it's the same thing after I connect to my Galaxy Watch as well. So it's a consistent problem here. And what I had to do to fix that was that I had to completely turn my phone off. So that helped it reset the Bluetooth settings within my phone, and then it worked. So if you have that problem, that's how you fix it. But otherwise, when it does work, I didn't experience dropouts. It was quite a solid connection when it was connected. But when I was watching YouTube on my iPad and my MacBook, I did experience a half a second lag. So when people were talking, the audio was kind of off by like half a second from their mouth, and that was just a bit weird. But when I tried that on Netflix, on my iPad and MacBook, no problem there. And there was no problem on the YouTube on my phone. And that may be because these earbuds actually support Samsung's scalable codec, which means that it's supposed to have a more solid connection, and that's why it might work better with my Samsung phone. But anyways, other than that, this does not support aptX or aptX low latency, so you're not gonna get the highest quality of music, but it does support AAC, which I think is enough for casual users. Anyways, the really cool thing about these earbuds is that they actually work both independently. So you can wear the left one only for both calls and music, or you can put it in the case and wear the right only, which is the normal case with most earbuds. And talking about calls, here's a call quality test for you. Okay, so in this situation, we're trying to simulate a coffee shop background sound environment, and I'm using this speaker right in front of my table here, so you're listening to my camera mic right now. And we're gonna switch over to these earbuds right now. So this is what it sounds like. So this is the Samsung Galaxy earbuds. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is it isolating my voice from the background sounds well, and does it sound good at all? And of course over here we have my fan to test out the wind noise. So here it goes. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear a lot of fluttering sounds? Can you hear Okay, and testing. We're using my left earbud only, and how does it sound? Does it sound different from using two? Testing, 1, 2, 3, Samsung Galaxy earbuds. Comment below and let me know what you think of the sound quality. So overall, I gotta say that the Samsung Galaxy Buds are definitely solid for the price. You're getting all the premium features, you're getting like decent sounding earbuds. It's great for everyday use, it doesn't feel cheap. So I definitely think this is gonna be great if you're on a budget, or if this is your first time trying true wireless earbuds. It's gonna give you a solid experience, and I would skip all of those cheaper Amazon generic earbuds out there. They're a waste of money, don't choose that. If you want a good first experience, get these. But it might be different if you're an iPhone user. You won't be able to get access to the app. So with that being said, I think the most comparable earbuds out there with the Galaxy Buds right now is the Jabra 65t's over here. And is this better than this, or this better than this? We'll see in the very next comparison video in a few days. But my first instinct is that if you already have the Jabra 65t's, I don't think it'll be worth it to switch over to the Galaxy Buds. But you know what? That's just my opinion. And last but not least, of course I didn't forget about the giveaway details. So all you gotta do to win one of these bad boys right here is that you gotta subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below, tell me what color you like and why you want them, and of course follow my Instagram because I'll be posting a picture of these in the middle of April and announcing the winner there. And that's how you'll find out if you won or not. So the deadline to enter this giveaway is the end of March, so I hope you win. Anyways, I really hope I helped you guys out here today and explain things well. Ask away below if you have any questions at all. I'd love to help you guys out. And if you want to see more videos like this where I review earbuds and other tech, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification to get the latest updates about my channel from YouTube, or else they won't do that. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next review. Bye!